My God, this video would be up a lot earlier if I wasn't trying to decide what I wanted to eat for after that game. Because Rangers win, baby, 5-4 over the Buffalo Sabres in a game that was eh, eh. I would have liked to have seen better, for having Georgiev in net, who wasn't the sharpest tonight. You definitely could be a bit pleased with how the effort went. There were a couple just sloppy plays in the defensive zone, too many turnovers at points, but the Rangers still come out with the 2 points. And you know what? That's what I'm going to take right now, considering the fact you had your backup in net. You just played a great game against the Pittsburgh Penguins. So I'm going to I don't want to, but I'm going to let the second period slide a bit. But like I said, I'm not too upset with this one. But before we do get into the video, if you do enjoy, be sure to leave a like on it. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans. We recap every single Ranger game here. Turn the notifications on so you know exactly when I upload these videos, of course. So let's dive into the action here, because we got a lot to unpack here. The first period, my God, was there a lot going on. Copper, he gets a chance early from, I think it was Panarin. Another opportunity that looked similar to the goal that he ended up scoring against the Pittsburgh Penguins. It looked pretty much identical. It just, of course, the difference is Copp didn't bury the opportunity there. But still, a very great chance nonetheless. But then after that, the Rangers just kept pushing. Mika Zibanejad, Chris Kreider, and Frank Vatrano on their first shift. You have Mika Zibanejad miss a wide open net. And then in the same shift, though, Chris Kreider makes a nice little play. He finds Frank Vatrano. Vatrano scores on the 2-on-1, and the Rangers go up early in this one. They go up 1-0. Just a really nice shot on that right there. Beautiful shot. And then literally not even like a minute after, let me just see, by the way, if anyone else got an assist. No, it was just Kreider. But after that, an assisted goal from Frank Vatrano as Tage Thompson, thank you very much for the puck. And Vatrano skates up, gets a breakaway, and the Rangers go up 2-0 early. And you have a weird feeling, when the Rangers go up 2-0, you don't feel safe anymore. Like earlier in the season, all right, maybe you get pumped up, but 2-0 leads. The Rangers just notorious for blowing these 2-0 leads all year. And yeah, it wouldn't be shocking when they do blow this lead, but let's talk about, because there was a couple more things that went on, but a couple more. Where was I? Oh yeah, Georgiev has to come up with a big save after Adam Fox with, oh my God, the spotlight cam all night was just so annoying on the MSG feed. I wish I was just at this game. Would have been worth admission just for that, not seeing that garbage. But Adam Fox, garbage turnover to Vinny Hinostroza. Thankfully, Georgiev comes up with a big save there. The fourth line gets a good shift. You have Tyler Mott getting a chance. On the rebound, it goes to the side of the net. He tries to find Johnny Broadway in front of the net. He can't bury that. And then Strome hits a post not so long after, and the Rangers have some life. And then Buffalo starts to get something going a bit. Lafreniere, though, with a nice defensive play to break that up. Sorry, just looking at the notes here, cheating a bit. But Tyler Mott was just all over the damn ice, and it was just beautiful to see. And then the Sabres, though, do end up scoring towards the end of the period. It is Rasmus Asplund, because for whatever reason, he feels the need to score against us every single time, from Samuelson and Middlestat. And Buffalo cuts the game to 2-1. Trouba, I don't know what he was doing there, but he had his head so far up his anal cavity there because he was just not involved in the play whatsoever as Buffalo converts there. And the Rangers just fell asleep for the rest of the period. Buffalo with just so many great opportunities, and Georgiev had to try to come up with some big saves there. And yeah, it was tough. Shots in that period, 7-5 in favor of the Rangers. But again, the Rangers looked pretty good in that first period, but they fell asleep way too much at the end for my liking. Even before the goal that Buffalo scored, way too much. Like, you got to keep your foot on the gas after these 2-0 leads at times. And then we saw something that wasn't too great, where Ryan Strome apparently ended up getting hurt. So Tyler Mott ended up moving to that second line with Andrew Copp sliding over the center and then Panarin playing. It's just so nice to have some versatility within the lineup now. Not that you want to be tested with the depth there, but it is nice to have it. And I thought that they played pretty solid But it didn't matter because early in that period, Peyton Krebs gets an assist on the Will Butcher goal. I don't know why I said that. I guess I read Krebs' name first. And Hinostroza gets an assist. Butcher with just a shot, and Georgiev. Yeah, that's maybe one that he wants to have back. Sure, you could argue he got screened there, but I think that he could have maybe stopped that one personally. And Buffalo ties it, and you knew it. You just knew it. And right after that, though, the Rangers just looked like garbage. You had some great defensive plays. Lafreniere almost had a tipping goal, and then Trouba stopped the 2-on-0 the other way with this stick, which was nice. And the third goal, then, Kyle Opozo from Gergensons and Dahlin. I'm not even going to ask what Georgiev was doing there. But what was Georgiev doing there? Look, I get it that he was a bit scared of Kyle Opozo running him over. But cover your 5-hole. Your 5-hole. Thank you. No, well, I can't thank him because he didn't do it. And at that point, I'm screaming and begging for Gallant to call a timeout, but he doesn't. Either way, a commercial TV timeout happened a bit after, so fine. It didn't matter. And Lafreniere ended up missing on a breakaway, but then his next shift, he ends up scoring from Phil Peedle and Johnny Broadway. Beautiful pass there by Phil Peedle, and Brzezinski with a nice little play pass. I combined the two words there. Nice little play, nice little pass there too. To Hedel over to Lafreniere, and Lafreniere scores that one, and the Rangers tie this game at 3. And then Buffalo took a too many men penalty, and I end up talking about how the coach's nickname's Donnie Meatballs. Come on. And also, what was with Don Granato wearing a jacket underneath his suit tonight? That's what I want to know. But anyway, the Rangers get a power play there, and they had some really nice chances. Mika Zibanejad ends up fanning on his opportunity. One of them, he ends up shooting, and then Anderson, the net just completely gets pushed off there, and you thought maybe that went in, but it didn't. Kopp had a pretty good chance there. Please put Kopp there. Just Kopp there on that first power play unit when Strome comes back, or put Lafreniere there. But either way, the Rangers picked it up at the end of that period after garbage from the beginning of that period. 11-10 in favor of the Rangers for shots, but that power play, of course, was killed. Then it was announced that Strome would not return to the game. You had Keandre Miller at the end of that period block a shot, and he was a bit shaken up there. Thankfully, he was fine, and Lindgren didn't take too many shifts there, so there's a question with him, but thankfully, all of them, it looked like, were okay. Sorry, jumping ahead there, but you had a good shift by the fourth line in the beginning of this period a bit, but this period was a bit boring. The third period was mostly back and forth hockey. Panarin had an opportunity to shoot the puck. What does he do? Not shoot it, and Craig Anderson in the same sequence decides to push the net off, and do they call anything? That we've seen now. Tristan Jarry play the puck in the trapezoid, and then Craig Anderson the next night pushed the net over twice, but no rules, right? No rules anymore with these goalies, huh? And then Panarin does shoot the puck, though, his next opportunity he gets, and he gets an assist from Trouba and Kopp. Kopp with a beautiful, strong play after the faceoff. Jacob Trouba shoots that. Panarin with the rebound. He actually shoots the puck there, and the Rangers go up 4-3. Before that, there could have been a hold on Ryan Lindgren, but nothing called as well. Hunt gets some opportunities twice. What does he do? Nothing. And then this is when I knew it. I knew we were doing Patrick Nemeth, his gamely, stupid penalty, and you smelt it from a mile away. And, yep, Buffalo scores. Jeff Skinner from Dahlin and Middlestat, because, of course. And Trouba Miller, what were they doing there? I don't know. Trouba was just standing there. Miller was just playing cat and mouse with everyone. And, yeah, Buffalo scores. Bit of a soft goal. Georgiev maybe could have had that, but at the same time, your defense was doing literally nothing to help there. But I saw it coming. And after that, the Rangers, they barely allowed any opportunities. This could have ended in regulation, but Patrick Nemeth just had to be an idiot, as always. 10-2 in favor of the Rangers for shots on goal that period. Yeah, they outplayed the fuck out of them, and didn't matter. In overtime, the Rangers had a really strong opportunity. I think it was from Panarin. Yeah, Panarin, who could have buried it. And it didn't matter, though, because Buffalo had possession most of overtime. But again, didn't matter because the Rangers had more shots, 3-0 there, because Buffalo was just playing with their head up their ass that entire overtime. DeAndre Miller with a beautiful pass from Lafreniere after making a great defensive play, gets it up to Copp. Copp with a beautiful pass to Lafreniere, who is on an insane hot streak right now, to Keandre Miller. Keandre Miller scores, and you get the beautiful Selly, and the Rangers win this one 5-4. Shots in this one, 31-17 in favor of the Rangers. Faceoffs 59-42 in favor of the Rangers. Hits 18-20 in favor of Buffalo. Block shots 14-9 in favor of the Rangers, and 13 giveaways. Meanwhile, 12 for Buffalo. I loved what I saw. Let's get into each individual line, though. The first line, of course, being now Chris Kreider, Mika Zibanejad, and Frank Vatrano. Easily the best line of the night. I thought that they had a really strong game, especially Frank Vatrano, of course. Kreider, damn, he didn't score a goal. He must have sucked tonight. No, Kreider had a really good game. Beautiful setup there on that first goal for Vatrano. And then Zibanejad, he got robbed the scoring one, as it looked like it went in, but Anderson pushed off the net on that power play. But great opportunities there. Loved what I saw there. And then for the second line of Panarin, it's a bit weird now because you had Strome there, and then of course Copp, and then Mott. When it was Panarin, Strome, and Copp the line, I thought they looked decent. They had that good opportunity that was almost identical to Copp's goal from last game, like I mentioned. I really love that. But other than that, they weren't really too noticeable. They were more noticeable, in my opinion, when Tyler Mott slid in on that line. And you just had some nice plays. And of course, they do end up scoring in the third period. So I liked what I saw from that line. The third line being Lafreniere, Hedel, and Gaudreau. I thought that they were really good. Lafreniere has just been so good lately. And this is what we wanted from our first overall pick, and you're seeing it. He's shutting all of you up that we're calling him a bust. Love it. Philip Hedel's looking good, too. Hopefully, when he cools off, Lafreniere doesn't, though. Because, I mean, it's bound to happen. Barclay Goodrow had a pretty solid game as well. And then the fourth line of usually Mott's there, but you had Brzezinski and Dryden Hunt. Brzezinski, pretty solid game. There was an opportunity in front of the net, I believe, in the second period. Or was it the first period? It was one of the two. But no, it was the first period, and he doesn't capitalize on that. But outside of that, he had a pretty solid game. And then Dryden Hunt. Strome, I beg you to be okay. So then when Kevin Rooney and Kaapo Kakko come back, we don't have to watch Dryden Hunt. And hopefully Reeves comes in the lineup, by the way, for instead of McKegg for Strome if Strome has to miss time. For the defense, Lindgren and Fox, I thought that they had a decent game. I didn't like what I saw too much from Fox at times. Too many bad turnovers. Lindgren, I thought, had a pretty decent game, though, however. Second pair of Miller and Trouba, they had a really great offensive game. Defensively, though, yeah, I would have liked to have seen better, but again, it's about time that that pair and the top pair get broken up. I think that you got to try Miller and Fox, and then you have to try Lindgren and Trouba at some point soon. And then Nemeth and Schneider. Nemeth was a dumpster fire tonight, but Schneider had a really good game. Again, his puck-moving abilities are just so good, and it's so nice to have him and Fox in the lineup versus having Braun and Nemeth as that bottom pair. You have another guy that can move the puck well, and it's just nice. Georgiev, yeah, he had a pretty rough game, but I could really only fault him at most for like 2 of the goals there, so I'm not going to be too harsh on him. Well, let's get to Twitter, because my food's probably going to be here soon. New York Style 24 says, I'll take that win, 10 out of 10 with our backup, and that what a win. That's exactly how I view it. You take those points with your backup goalie in. He had a rough game, but you take it for sure, even if there were times where it looked pretty bad, especially defensively. And then Chesty owns you, just replies with a picture of Adam Fox with that common bench telly of him with his hands up. Love that. But that is going to be it for this one. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new, especially for Ranger fans. Turn notifications on, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go Rangers, baby.